welcome. Today we will run our first container. My name is Hamid Mehtizadeh. I'm Linux and DevOps engineer, and thank you for watching this video. First, we need to verify the version of the Docker which already installed on our machine. As you remember in a previous lecture, we already clean installed an Ubuntu server and installed the Docker machine, Docker Compose on this server. So let's check the Docker version. There it is. There is a Docker client in Docker Engine client. It's 19, and the server Docker Engine, the version is 19. Okay, it's a community edition. Second, we need to verify our Docker Engine setup and details. So let's check Docker info. There's more information about our Docker machine and our server. There is no container running, pause, and stop on this server. There is no image because we didn't run any container or didn't download any image. And most important, there is no swarm, Docker swarm, and the swarm is an orchestration software for Docker. And of course, we will talk about the swarm and Kubernetes in the future lectures. And you can see the CPU architecture, OS type, operating system, and of course our total memory on the server. Let's clear it up. You can use Docker and hit the tab 2 times to list all Docker commands, or more important is you can type the Docker and hit the enter. Let's check them. With 2 tabs we can see these commands, and of course with the enter we can see more important and more commands about management commands, and of course there's commands like attach, like container. Management commands is builder, container, engine, images, network, which we will talk about them in the future lectures. So Docker management commands format is like this. You have to type Docker space your command space and subcommand. Subcommand is optional, of course. For running our first container, we need to download image. What is image? Image is the application we want to run. Containers is an running instance of an image. You can have many containers running with the same image. In this lecture, we will use open source Nginx web server from Docker Central repository, which is hub.docker.com. And if you check if you open your browser and type the hub.docker.com, if you already have an account, you can log in or you can sign up for an account. And you can search your image in here, Nginx. And this is the Nginx official build of Nginx image. And there is more than 10 million downloads. There is more than 10k stars. So let's first run our first container. So to start the Nginx web server in Docker, we need to type Docker container because we want to run a container, run command, and -- publish. There is a space, but it's a typo. -- publish your host port, which you want to expose the container port on your host port, and container port. And of course, with a space, you can type your image name. Let's do this. Docker container run -- publish, and your host port, maybe I want to use 9090, and my container port is 80, and Nginx, the image name. Hit enter. Because we are running and downloading this image for the first time, there is no image like Nginx, the latest version on local machine. It needs to download and pull from the central repository. As you can see, when the download is finished, our container will be up. Digest is this, and status is a newer image of Nginx latest. And as you can see, there is no terminal for me and I can't type anything, but we can check the container. If we check our server IP address and the port which we already represent to the container. Welcome to Nginx. Nginx is up, but I need my terminal. I cannot type now because it's in the detach mode. It's in the attach mode, but I need to run it. If you check the Control C, I stopped the container. But we needed to run our container in the detach mode. As you can see, there is a process. Download it will Docker will be download the image from the Docker Hub. If there is no image on your local machine, it will start the new container, expose the port 80 or 9090, which I already use on the local machine, and route the traffic to the container port 80. I use the 9090 with replaced with that. So start the new container in the background or detach mode. The command will be the same, but I need to type --detach. If you check it out, there is no download again because already we download the image for the first time, and this is the container ID. Let's check it one more time. It's there. Nginx is up. Our container is up, but how we can know how many containers are up on this machine? With this command. List the running containers. Docker container ls. Docker container ls. With this command, let me clear it up, run them one more time. Okay, with the Docker container ls, Linux engineers knows about the ls. ls is a list command in the Linux, and it's already used in the Docker command. And there is a container ID which is running. Nginx, this is the image name, and the subcommand is already running in the container nginx-g, created 40 seconds ago. Status is up. The port which we represent to our local machine is 9090, on container port is 80, and the name of this Nginx. So thank you so much for watching this video. I think we are done, and see you in next lecture. Thank you so much. Goodbye.